All right, let's give it a second. This is our second live meeting, so we'll continue to learn. All right, ready, guys? Everybody ready?
Ready.
All right.
Ready.
Ready. All right, let's start the April 9th, 20 Town Council meeting. Let me go read the statement first. Well, I'll tell you a call to order to our April 9th, 2020 Town Council meeting. So here's my statement that I'm going to have to read every time, so just bear with me. Welcome to the North Beach Town Council meeting for Thursday, April 9th, 2020. Due to the current public health emergency, the governor's stay-at-home order, as set forth in Executive Order 20-03-30-01, in the sincere desire of the mayor and town council to protect the public health, safety, and welfare to the maximum extent possible, the general public may not enter the town hall. Therefore, this meeting of the town council will proceed virtually as permitted under Maryland Open Meetings Act. The public is invited and encouraged to attend the meeting remotely. I request all attendees mute their microphones, which I think we did, until it is your time to speak. Council members, you will be called upon to speak by the moderator, Stacy, according to your last name after each item introduction explanation. When we get to the business item to vote, Stacy will ask for a vote one by one. So our 2020 April 9th meeting is called to order. And let's start with the pledge. We're going to do a little different. We're going to have one person say it instead of all of us. Oh, very good. Very good.
Nice.
We got great reports from you today. Can you say the pledge for us?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Jane.
Thank you.
Stacy, can you call roll, please?
Absolutely. Mayor Benton,
Here.
Mr. Dotson,
Here.
Ms. Hagan,
Here.
Mr. Hummel,
Here.
Ms. Lawton. I see her wave. Mrs. Chietta,
Here.
Mr. Troncone.
Here.
Perfect.
If we never hear from Paul when we do this, we all have to worry. All right.
That's right.
So she's the brain of the IT here. All right, so you have attached in board docs, so do all the residents are able to download and see everything that we're looking at. We need a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So
Someone
moved.
just, okay, or raise your hand, one or the other. Second, Mickey, thank you.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any discussion? So moved. Thank you so much. Let's move into the minutes of the March 12th, 2020 Town Council meeting. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the March 12th, 2020 Town Council meeting as presented. May I have a motion?
Mickey, thank you. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Gwen. Okay, got a motion and a second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor? So moved.
Aye.
All right. And here's minutes
Just raise your hand.
Yeah, just raise your hand. I apologize.
That makes it easy.
We'll get through this, guys. Guys and gals, minutes from the April 2nd, 2020 work session. Motion to approve the minutes as written.
So
Gwen,
moved.
All right.
Got it.
So we got a first, we have a second.
Mhm.
All in favor? Any discussion? So moved. Thank you so much. We're going to move into our scheduled appointments, and I'm going to have Councilmember Chietta take over from here. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to follow both scripts here.
she's muted, Paul.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
ahead.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mayor. So what I wanted to share tonight, and Paul is going to pull up a visual for everybody because this is a visual presentation here regarding the art project. So many of you may know that the Economic Development Committee worked very closely. I have to thank Stacy so much for helping us with this initiative. We had our first ever art banner project. This year, we advertised this in a number of different places to get original artworks that could then be transferred onto banners that would hang in town. And we were excited. We had, I believe it was 18 submissions of original art pieces. We had a theme. They had to be in keeping with the Chesapeake Bay. And so we had artists from all over submit their, I mean, we wanted to be able to pick many more in terms of first, second, third place. That's what we awarded. And we had prize money to go along with that. And so we had 18 submissions. We had a first, second, third prize. And there was a fourth one that we just couldn't help ourselves that we included as an honorable mention. These banners are going to be hung along Bay Avenue around Memorial Weekend, I believe is the timeline. But we want to unveil them here. We were going to do an in-person unveiling, but this will have to do for now. So Paul, maybe you can show us our first prize winner. We'll just start with first prize. This is called A Place to Think, and this was a submission by Kaylee Grenier. Just a beautiful piece we felt captured. Obviously, everybody recognizes where this person is sitting at one of our benches along the boardwalk, and with her cup of coffee and her dog. Beautiful, looks like a sunrise. So I'll give you guys a second to look at this. Just a beautiful piece, and hopefully the other event that we had planned to do was a live event, a reception at Town Hall with all of the artists, sort of an evening reception. That's going to be postponed. We hope to do that hopefully later in the year and invite the public and see these original pieces of art, all 18 of them, and have a reception. So this is really exciting. So you'll see this banner. We're going to have this at the entrance of Bay and as the last banner on Bay. So let's go ahead and go to second place. You can just scroll down, right? So this was the Dance of the Jellyfish by Kathy Wolfston Smith. And when it's blown up, I know these are on paper, but the colors, it's hard to describe just sort of looking at this in a PowerPoint. But it almost felt when you looked at it like it was three-dimensional. Just a beautiful picture, the Dance of the Jellyfish. We can go to third prize. Scroll down, and this is the Great Blue Heron by Jane Connor. And this one, as you look at it, I mean, it just, there's so much texture to the feathers. I mean, you almost feel like you can even feel them through the screen. So these were just beautiful, beautiful pieces. That's our Great Blue Heron. And what we call fourth place, or the honorable mention, which was just so in keeping with the Chesapeake Bay theme, was called The Blues. And this was by Tracy Vernon. So Stacy, I don't know if you want to, I won't make you do that since we have to unmute and all of that, but I believe our timeline will be around Memorial Weekend. We'll keep the public posted. I'm sure Dawn will be putting out some things on social media. We want to thank all of the artists and we hope to make this an annual event. So thanks to all the artists, and thank you, Stacy, for helping to pull this together.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Gwen. You know, in the times that we're in, and I was looking at today, I think we're 41 days in from the first post that we went out about the COVID-19 stuff. Seeing something like this makes it, you know, it helps out a lot, because all we're hearing is the negative stuff. So thank you so much for all your hard work, Stacy's hard work, everybody's hard work. I look forward to seeing it, you know. Can't wait to come up Long Bay Avenue.
I agree with the, you know, back to normal and yeah, seeing those beautiful pieces. So thanks for letting us share.
Absolutely. Any council members have any questions or? No? All right.
That looks great.
I don't know. No, go ahead. No, we're good? All right. So let's move on to reports. And the way we're doing reports are, you have all of them in board docs as always. Also, public, I cannot stress enough, they can download them, they can see them. It's updated. We have our town limit report from our sheriff department, our safety, our treasurer, public works, town engineer, code enforcement, marketing, development specialist, community conservation. So we have all the reports in there. Take a look at them. If you have any questions, reach out to them. Whatever, just you all have their numbers. Reach out to them. They're waiting and willing to answer any of your questions that you might have about that. But before I move on, do you have any questions for me or for staff or for Stacy about anything of those reports? All right, let's move on. Let's move right into, now this is the tricky part. We're going to do our best because we know we have a lot of people out there that are in the Holden area. We're going to move to public comments. A couple of things I want to make sure we stress when we do public comments. This is really the first time. This is really our second time of doing it this way. But please, you get 3 minutes to speak. State your name and your physical address. We want to make sure this is as constructive as possible. And if we cannot answer due to the format that we're doing, you can always shoot us an email and we'll do our best to stay on top of which we're doing now. So, Paul, how would you like to handle it?
So, Mayor, we have 28 people on the line, which is quite a bit. Let me try. I'll unmute everyone, and let's see if people can try to talk in turn. If that doesn't work, we'll have to try something a little different and go from there. But I'll try unmuting everyone, and let's see what happens.
Where is FaceTime right here?
So everyone that's listening, there's 20 other individuals that are on. We got to control this to some extent. But if you have a question for us, please state your name, your address, and
Mayor, I have one to read into the record.
This television is on.
Yeah, it sounds like a television.
all right. So if we don't have anybody speaking up, then we're going to go ahead and mute them back.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, we should be back just to the council now, I believe.
No, Miss White is on here.
No, she's gone.
She's gone. All right. And again, if we accidentally cut somebody off, please just shoot us an email. We're doing our best. We will answer your question for you, I promise you. Stacy, what question do you have to read into record?
You can also send me a chat. So if you want to use the chat feature, send in your question there, and I can try to read it. So Stacy's doing this.
I received one public comment yesterday from Lynn Gonder at 4110 First Street. Cautionary email concerning walking and biking, etc. during this health crisis is a good reminder for North Beach residents. The trick is getting the people who are violating the governor's mandate to stay home. At least 100 motorcycles passed by my house in the space of 2 hours on Wednesday afternoon. The amount of traffic has also extraordinarily. Obviously, these people are not in North Beach for essential reasons. I suspect many people are frustrated by the dangerous, entitled behavior of a few and are very concerned about the risk to us all. In addition to the lack of observation of social distancing, guidelines, and common sense, walking, hiking, etc., I personally saw people tailgating on Bay Avenue, complete with chairs behind their cars in the street, people sitting in the flower bed, picnicking, and people sitting on the benches in Sunrise Park. What additional options are available to the town to get the message out that safety is paramount?
Lynn, thank you so much. I think we got some other questions, but here's what I believe. And I think we've taken extreme to reduce. We have staff members down there from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Sunday. Plus, I was down there last night from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And it was me and one other person between First Street and 9th Street. I think there's some stragglers, but even if you look at the records from our staff down there, if you talk to the police and you talk to the regulars, I would say we've reduced it by 90+% not showing up now. 90 to 95% of the normal crowd is not coming anymore. One of the challenges we do have, because businesses are still open for takeout and go home, restricting traffic is going to be tough, because are they going to go get food from one of those restaurants or are they not? So we're going to continue to monitor the situation. But I think we've taken many steps to protect and continue to protect. I talked to Richard Ball today about his 4 staff members, and we're going to make sure that they're patrolling the boardwalk from the end of Atlantic all the way down. We're going to continue to do that to stay on top of it. But the numbers have been, if you know what North Beach really gets at this time, 95% of the people aren't coming anymore. What we did too also was reach out to Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., Prince George's County, the rest of Calvert, and we sent out advertising to let them know that the boardwalk and the bike paths and the parks are closed for now, and we believe that has helped immensely. I've personally met with our sheriff's department almost every day, discussing, trying to find out if there's any hot spots, trying to figure out if there's a time frame. One thing we might do as the time gets longer and it stays daylight, we might increase it from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. But right now, based off our records, there's no need for that. The second part is we got an email yesterday from Ms. White about individuals climbing over the seawall and sitting on the rocks. We have addressed it with a couple people. One couple bought from Mexico, walked down there, sat on the rocks to eat their meal, and then they went home. We are addressing it as we see it, but again, I have the police going down there. I have staff going down there. I've been driving it on the golf cart on a regular basis. I think we're going to continue to monitor it, but I think that we've reduced it dramatically compared to what it would have been. So we will continue to keep our eyes open. And the good news is we have individuals all along the waterfront that will call us if there's a problem, and we're not taking it lightly. But at this moment in time, we're just going to continue to monitor what we're doing because we really believe it's helping. It's helping a lot. So does any council have any input? Anybody have anything to say? All right. I know I saw Rosalind White's on here, and I think hers was about the walk over the seawall and just an increase in traffic and so forth. And I'm trying to think of one more. I did have somebody ask me the other day about shutting down the sidewalks, and we're not at a point in our life with this right now to shut down sidewalks. We're doing our best. I looked at it today. I look at it all day, and I hope council's probably out and about looking. Overall, I feel very good about the results. Are there still some knuckleheads out there? Yes, and we will continue to address. Our sheriff will continue to address. Our staff will. But keep us informed. Let us know, and we will continue to do our best. Stacy, do you have anything? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
think
Hear you.
Stacy might have dropped
Okay.
off.
What's that?
Stacy might have dropped off. I don't see her on the call.
All right. So I hope that answers that question. I will also throw out there, might as well get it out right now. I get to ask this question every single day. They see me tonight, they'll see me walk around. We don't have a game plan when this is going to change. We don't know what the virus is going to do. Our goal is to err on safety and not worrying about the other stuff. We don't have a goal. We don't have a date. If you see what we extend or postpone, there's not really a later date we're putting on that. What we're saying is that to be determined, because the virus is controlled right now, as anybody can see. As we know more, I think you'll see. Make sure you sign up too in northbeachmd.org. You get our weekly email blast. You'll get our weekly for business blast, plus our social media live on Saturdays. I think that, right now, I think we're doing a good job with what we have locked down, but we will always continue to improve. So I appreciate your patience and understanding.
Mayor?
Yes.
I would just add that, I mean, I know you are paying attention to what's happening at the state level, any of those best practices or things that are, I mean, at a very minimum, we're following all of those standards and practices and adjusting, as those adjust.
Absolutely. And we're going to continue to do that. There is no manual. We all talk, everybody talks, trying to come up with the best way to protect everybody. And I think so far we're going in the right direction. I just hope it's over sooner than later. We need our beat, or we need our town back. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's move right into business items. At the work session, we talked about public area maintenance bid. And what I need is a motion to approve the bid from Garner Exterior in an amount of $56,326.87 with a contract start date of April 15th, 2020. It was all presented at the work session, and that's our business item for today. So do I have a motion to?
So moved.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom. All right. So we have a first, a second.
Yep.
Going into discussion. Any discussion?
I have discussion. What was the value you just said?
Well, I have one here. Hold on. Don't you're making,
56,326.87.
yes.
Okay, in the bid document that was in board docs, it had a different value.
Oh, wait a minute. That could have been my typo when I wrote out this motion. What does it say, Mickey? I don't have board docs up.
There's 51,326.87.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. My mistake.
My
Right.
fault too.
So I
Yes.
move to amend to the value of 51,326.87 cents.
Thank you so much, Mickey.
Yes.
And we would have corrected that, folks. Don't
Yeah.
worry. So thank you, Mickey.
Thank you for catching that, though.
Yes. So we have a amendment. Mickey has amended it to 51,326.87, which is the correct bid amount.
yes.
All right, I will go one by one.
All right.
Mr. Dotson,
Aye.
Ms. Hagan,
Aye.
Mr. Hummel,
Aye.
Ms. Lawton,
Aye.
Mrs. Shietta,
Aye.
Mr. Truncone.
Aye.
Thank you all.
Fantastic. Motion is approved, and Gardner Exterior will start April 15th, which with the sun and the rain and the sun, it's never too short or too late for them to get started.
Rob.
So we can't wait to get them started. All right, going through my list, guys. I apologize. Let's do a council report this week. I know we're going to go back and forth on this. What I'd like to do is, Stacy, go in your order and let's council do a quick little report for everybody. Hello?
Yep, we might have lost Stacy again.
Chesapeake Beach's internet doesn't work as good as Northby Beach, but I'm not.
Ooh. Out.
I tell you what, let's do this. I'll do it. Let's go ahead and start in the order. I just want to make sure I don't. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, let's start with Mr. Dotson.
Hello, Mayor. Hello, council members, residents. I can't stress enough what the mayor and what Councilwoman Shida said is compliance. Please just comply with what's been put out there now about social distancing and staying at home. Please be careful. That's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hummel.
Echoing Greg, just everybody be safe and smart. And that's it.
All right. Ms. Lawton. She's muted.
I'm trying to unmute her. There we
All
go.
right, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I think it's a two-step process. You have to unmute me and then I have to unmute myself.
There you go.
It's crazy. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Here.
So echoing what my fellow council people have said, and also just a quick report that myself and one of the ladies at the senior center have been working pretty diligently to get some masks that we can donate to the Ladies of Charity for people in the town who may need that. So that was some good news.
Thank you so much. Ms. Ayada. Can't even see.
I would, our usual, thank you for coming out tonight. So great to see everyone. But I wish we could see everybody's faces tonight. But in the meantime, I know there's a group there that's online with us. And I just want to acknowledge that this is just really tough. This is a really tough time. It's tough for our residents. It's tough for our town to adjust and be nimble in this unprecedented time, and for our businesses. And so I just want everyone to know, I hope I speak, I trust that I do on behalf of all of us. We feel for everybody. And the more we can just get through this and knuckle down and do the right things and stay home and follow the advice, the more quickly we'll get back to where we all want to be. But I just want to acknowledge that I don't think there's anybody alive that's been through anything like this. And I just want to acknowledge that. And, our businesses are hanging on and everybody's trying to be creative and be supportive. And I've seen a lot of kindness, a lot of good things out there too. And I think it's important to acknowledge that too. So.
Thank you
That's
so
all.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Troncone.
I would just echo everyone's comments and the same thing as Gwen just said. There's a lot of bad news out there, but if you look around, there's also a lot of great news. I mean, there's people helping each other out, whether it's in North Beach or throughout the country and throughout the world. And, we'll all kind of work together and get through this. And we just got to keep moving forward and take every day one step at a time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I cannot stress enough my sincere appreciation for council, for staff. We haven't skipped a beat. 7 days a week. Staff is returning my text, emails, phone calls. Doesn't matter if it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Doesn't matter time. Same thing with council. We're in this as North Beach strong. We might be the Twin Beaches, but we're North Beach, and we like to say that we're doing what we got to do to make this happen. I do have a couple announcements I do want to push on. Please keep spreading the word. NorthBeachMD.org. Have people sign up for email. Have them sign up for the text messages. We are our PR, our marketing. The Dawn is just doing an amazing job with the help of everybody, getting content out, helping people, educating them on the next step. It's a scary world, not only because of the fear side of the medical side, but also financially for a lot of people. So please spread the word. Even if they're not North Beach residents, this information still will benefit them. We're still moving forward. DPW still out there doing their job. Town staff is still doing their job. We have 5 waterfront staff out there doing their job. We have not skipped a beat. You can go to info@northbeachmd.org. You can go to give us a call, and a live person will answer. And if they don't answer, they will get an email and they will call you back. In the middle of all of this, the census is full blown. And I'm going to be a little selfish here. We have a competition with Chesapeake Beach and myself and Mayor Mahoney. And today I got the report that we're like 10 points behind. I want to recount. I don't know why or how it's going on, but if you could spread the word, the census matters. This virus, what's going on right now, is a number one reason why the census has to be accurate. The feds have to know how many residents we have in the town of North Beach. And the only way to do that is through the census. So if you know anyone, besides my competition with Mayor Mahoney, listen, I know we're going to beat them anyway, but I make them feel good. I gave them a little head start. But we need to make sure everybody's being counted. So if you know your neighbors, talk to your neighbors. I know you don't have to go up to them, call them. Make sure they're filling it out and doing their part when it comes to the census. The last part is the Ladies of Charity over there on Dayton Avenue. Every Tuesday, there's a group of them that come out. They're separated. They're wearing masks. They're wearing the gloves. And every week, they're fulfilling anywhere from 50 to 75 full baskets for residents and outside of residents. People are hurting. If you can make a donation, great. If you can't, we completely understand. But let people know the Ladies of Charities over Dayton Avenue every Tuesday. They have the food pantry open. And, as a town, we're trying to support them, but they need your help. They do need your help. And a lot of families do. So check on your neighbors. And other than that, thank you so much for coming. I know it's a little rough here, a little choppy here, but we're doing our best to protect everybody, including our families and our staff, by doing these virtual meetings. If you did not get any word across, or if you want to reach out to us, you have council's numbers, you have our numbers, you have town hall number, call us. We will jump on it, whatever the question is. All right. So we truly appreciate you plugging in tonight. Spread the word that we're going to be stronger out of this when we get out of this as a town. I promise you that. So having said that, we're down to, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Greg said second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I
So
am
moved.
here. And I am here.
And you are there. Thank you so much.
You didn't
God
call
bless
on
you.
me.
Oh.
We have a motion and we're going to follow through. So thank you so much for coming tonight. Have a good night, guys. Be safe.
All right.